Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without bariatric surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. All right, everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you everything that I ate in this past week to lose weight. So last I checked in with you guys, it was about 2 months post-op, and I was talking about how I was trying to get my calories back to maintenance. You see, right after surgery, I needed to eat a lot of calories in order to heal. So I was eating well above 3,000 calories for a really long time. After about 6 to 8 weeks, I started realizing that I was probably putting on some body fat. And while I didn't mind that terribly badly because it was going into all the right places, if you know what I mean, mentally, it was starting to get to me. And I know that I mentioned I really did not want to see 200 pounds on the scale. Previously, I had a limit of about 191 pounds. And over the last couple of years, as I've been maintaining my weight, I've tried to avoid going above that number because I started to feel uncomfortable and just not super happy. And so I would go on a cut whenever I would get close to that and try to live in more of a maintenance place for the bulk of the rest of the year, which is what I've been trying to get back to since surgery. But sadly, it has not been working. I'm fighting really hard against my brain and my body, and I just cannot seem to get to my calories down to my maintenance, which should be about 2,100, 2,200 calories per day. And I am consistently eating well over 3,000 calories, even when I'm tracking and trying really hard not to, which is super frustrating. So I decided that I was going to go back to what I always do whenever I get to a place where I feel uncomfortable and just go on a full-on protein priority cut. I've done this a bunch of times before. It's basically what my channel has been built on. My meals and my macros and what I go by is almost exactly the same as what I went by when I was well over 300 pounds, almost 400 pounds. I have not changed much about how I do anything because, let's just face it, when it's not broke, you don't fix it. It works really, really well. And I thought, you know, even if all it does is get me back into the headspace of where I can eat less food, that will be worth all of the effort. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything I ate in the last 7 days in order to lose weight. I didn't use macros this time. What I tried to do was a 1,300 calorie protein priority diet. So I tried to make sure that 40% of those calories were coming from protein or more, 40% or more. And then I kind of let the carbs and fats fall where they may each day. But I really am not eating a lot of high carb foods. You could call it keto. I've definitely gone in and out of ketosis. I can kind of feel I've definitely gone down to at least 30 or less grams of carbs per day, depending on the day. But it was not my goal to be full keto with this. I'm just trying to keep my calories at 1,300 or less and focus on the 40% protein, which is basically what I've done from the beginning, just in a little bit different roundabout way. If I'm looking pretty scary, it's because this week has been difficult. After I show you all the food, I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling and whether or not I'm going to move forward with this cut. But I thought, since a lot of you are new and you probably don't know how I do this, it might be fun to show you what I ate this week in order to lose weight. Alrighty guys, I am back to filming my food again. It's a very strange feeling, but I am not liking the number on the scale, and I'm trying to get myself calories down, and so I thought I'm going to do At least this week, I am going to do 1,300 calories. So today I'm having my famous keto custard. This is one Premier Protein shake mixed with 2 eggs and some sweetener, cooked in the microwave. My new microwave, I had to cook it like 7 minutes, and it's not awesome, but I'm going to eat it anyway. And on the bottom, you cannot see, I have got some Lily's chocolate chips, 13 grams. I'm also going to be having an orange Built Bar, and that's going to be my first meal of the day. Morning, guys. It's day 2 of my cut. I actually got a massage this morning. It was pretty great, and it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that, and I'm having my first meal of the day. Today I'm having some yogurt. This is 227 grams of 5% Fage Greek yogurt mixed with 17 grams of Quest vanilla protein powder and some lemonade Mio water enhancer. I'm also having 3 slices of Colby Jack cheese, a Built Bar, and 2 Wisconsin turkey sticks. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, guys, I just got home from some crazy stuff. Taking my son to this, I don't even know what it was, escape room thing. And anyway, I'm starving. And it is late. I think it's like 9 p.m. Haven't eaten anything. So this is what I'm having for my last meal of the day. I'm having me a lettuce wrap burger. This is just 1 great value patty with 1 piece of Monterey Jack cheese, some pickles, onion. I think it's 30 grams of pickles, 10 grams of onion, some mustard. And I'm going to have some Quest chips and a Built Puff. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty, guys, day 3. I'm doing pretty awesome. I can't believe I made it this far on low calories. I don't know why 1,300 just works so great for me. I swear I can't eat 1,800. I can only eat a lot or a little. It's the dumbest thing, but it's working, so I'm doing okay. And this is going to be my first meal. I'm having some Keto Wonderworks cereal. This is, I think it's a combined total of 67 grams, so like something and something of each. And then I have half of a Premier Protein shake as milk. I'm also going to be having some of these little snack things. I'm having those old Wisconsin turkey sticks again. I'm going to have 4 today. 2 Frigo Light string cheeses and a Built Bar. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. And it is 12:30. Alrighty, guys, just got home from dance and it is 8 o'clock at night. And I'm about to have my second meal of the day. I am having a chicken and zucchini Alfredo. So I have 5 ounces of chicken breast, 155 grams of zucchini, 80 grams of mushrooms, and 120 grams of Bertolli Alfredo sauce, all cooked up in a pan together. Really delicious. And for dessert, I am having a Built Puff. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty, guys, here I am on day 4. Haven't even gotten dressed yet, just lying around doing homeschool in my robe. It is almost 1 o'clock. I was able to really push off my first meal today because I wanted to eat as late as possible because I don't get home from dance until like 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight, and I get so hungry by then. So a couple of the ways I pushed my meal off was this morning I made some Creo brew, which is, if you look it up online, I think there might actually be a link in my like weight loss secret playlist or whatever, or my weight loss tips Amazon list in the about section, but it is basically roasted cocoa beans, and I make it like I do coffee. Well, I don't make coffee, but you make it like you do coffee if you do it. Anyway, I had a cup of that, or a container of that this morning with 23 grams of Premier Protein shake in it. So it wasn't like a full meal. It was just enough to make my Creo brew creamy. And then about an hour and a half later, I had a bang. And of course, I'm taking my electrolytes also, which helps. And with the bang, I had 3 sugar-free jellos, which is my go-to when I'm feeling super hungry. I woke up like starving this morning, which is a miracle that I've pushed off my first meal this long, especially because tonight we're having a higher fat meal. We're having chicken thighs. And so I had to allow for the chicken thigh skin, because who wants to eat chicken thigh without the skin? Not me. For tonight. So here is going to be my first meal of the day. I am having the rest of that protein shake, so I would easily track it, with 2 eggs that I cooked up in the microwave. You can see it didn't really do its thing. I don't know. I'm working on the new microwave stats. It don't work the same in my the microwave. But you can see I have like some chocolate chips in the bottom of this. It's the Lily's chocolate salted caramel chips. As you can see, it's still hot. This is the caramel premier protein shake. Please excuse my plastic dishware. Couldn't find a spoon. And I'm having 1 piece of Swiss cheese and a Built Bar, because I eat them every single day. And I've got some new ones coming today. I was hoping they would come before my first meal, but they didn't. So such is life. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, guys. It's 9 o'clock. I'm home from the dance studio. It was rough. I only survived by taking 3 sugar-free Jellos with me, eating those, and drinking a lot of diet soda while I was there. It was miserable. But I'm home, and I'm finally having my last meal of the day. I am having 2 delicious chicken thighs, 200 grams of green beans with just salt on it, and a Built Bar. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Guys, or should I say afternoon. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm about to start my 5th day, first meal of the day. Today, the way I was able to get through the morning and not eat was I took a nice long bath, like hours and hours, drank a Bang while I was in the bath, and just like powered through the hunger. Since I was enjoying the bath and watching TV, I was distracted and didn't feel like eating. So that's how I got through. It is 1:30. I'm about to have my first meal. Today I'm having blueberry chaffles. I actually have the recipe for these in my recipes playlist. So if you're looking for that, it's over there. But it's basically 2 eggs, some sweetener, cinnamon, 10 grams each of blueberries, so 30 grams of blueberries, 2 ounces of cream cheese, a little sweetener in the cream cheese. It's like the powdered swerve with that cream cheese, and some lemonade Mio, so make it have lemon. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm also having a Built Bar, and that's going to be my first meal of the day. I was halfway through eating these when I realized I didn't say that I put fat-free mozzarella cheese in these. So there is about 20 grams of fat-free mozzarella cheese in each chaffle. Here at the amusement park, I have squash spaghetti in here with lucini marinara and fat-free mozzarella cheese, and that's going to be my second meal of the day. Hi, I am here at this little Halloween thing with the kids, and they're having ice cream, and I'm gonna have a Built Bar puff. Hey guys, it is about 12:30 on Saturday. It's day 6 of my protein priority low-calorie diet, and I am about to have my first meal of the day. I'm having a lazy watch TV kind of day. Today I am having some protein sludge. This is 227 grams of Greek yogurt mixed with 17 grams of Quest vanilla shake powder. Also put in a little bit of vanilla flavoring and a squirt of stevia and a little bit of cinnamon. And then on top, I topped it with 20 grams of Keto Wonderworks cinnamon cereal. I'm also going to be having a slice of Colby Jack cheese and a Built Bar, and that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, everyone, it's 7:30, and I'm about to have my second meal of the day. Dave made me this awesome chicken crust pizza made from 6 ounces of canned chicken. I think it was a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, an egg, and then on top I've got fat-free mozzarella, pepperoni, and a mushroom with lucini marinara. And then I'm also going to have a Built Puff, and that is going to be my last meal of the day. Hey guys, it is 1 o'clock on Sunday, day 7 of my 1,300 calorie protein priority cut. And this is going to be my first meal of the day. Now, today I am having 2 eggs, 2 ounces of mozzarella cheese fried up in a pan, 1 ounce of raspberries, 1 Built Bar. This is my mini mini yogurt sludge. I did 150 grams of Hyde Greek yogurt mixed with 15 grams of Quest vanilla protein powder, a little sweetener, some cinnamon, and on top I put 10 grams of Keto Wonderworks cereal and 8 grams of Lily salted caramel sugar-free chocolate chips. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, it is Sunday night. It's about 7:30. Finally having my last meal. Feeling like it's rough. Before you ask, yes, I like to eat in my bedroom, in my bed. I pretty much just come up here. I have 9 kids and I like to be alone, watch some TV while I eat. So if you're wondering why I'm always in my bed, that's why. I promise you I don't just like lay around in bed all day, every day. Though after my surgery I did that for a long time. But anyway, here is my final meal of my first week. I have my protein priority cut. Tonight we are having, this is basically Quest chip nachos or taco salad. So I have about a cup of lettuce, a package of Quest chips, 150 grams or 130 grams of the shredded chicken that Dave made. I think it's 130 grams. I don't know what that is in ounces. It's just what I put in the tracker. And I've got fat-free cheddar cheese on top, some tomatoes, some fresh pico de gallo, about 20 grams of sour cream, and of course for dessert a built puff. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. All right, so that was a crazy ride. I'm sure you could tell by the number I started out with on the scale of how I felt that day. I was kind of torn between super excited to be starting a cut and super sad that I kind of let it get above 200 when I knew it was mostly not swelling. I knew some of it was probably still swelling, but a lot of it probably wasn't, and I was starting to get bigger. One thing I did not mention is that I have been measuring myself all along around the waist, and my waist measurement has stayed basically the same. But then I decided I was like, well, where is this weight going to? So I decided I was going to measure around my hips, and realized I had gained 3 inches around my hips in the last basically month. Which I was like, oh, okay, well that explains a lot, because my pants were starting to fit really tight, and my panties were starting to fit really tight. Everything was starting to fit not right, and I started to feel like I just literally started to feel like wide load. Even though when I look at my pictures, I'm like, no, you're just silly. I did show you the before and after 360 at the beginning and end of the video, so that you can kind of see like how, if my body did any changing. It's really subtle, you can see it, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in for you right here and just kind of do a little bit of a voiceover. So here it is, side by side, the 360 of me turning around and around at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. I'm sure you guys can imagine that a lot of the weight that I lost this week was water weight. Now, I'm sure I'm gonna use some kind of clickbaity title to get you to click on this video and see what I eat to lose weight. It is a fact that I did not lose 10 pounds in a week, right? I mean, everyone knows that when you first embark on, especially a low carb diet, if you're going into ketosis, you're going to dump all the water weight because your body is not going to store glycogen. So yeah. And back to me. So as you can see, you know, like I'm definitely, when you go into ketosis, everything kind of shrinks up anyways. It does that whether you're really big or whether you're really small. It's just kind of something that happens. It's kind of a trick, actually. And so I know there's been a lot of people that say I lose weight really well when I'm on keto, and I lose weight really well when I do carnivore, and I can't do carbs because it's blah, 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 and this and that because of the swelling, inflammation. Well, guess what, guys? It's really not that. It is really just water. Your body doesn't need that extra water in inside your muscles and things because it's not storing glycogen there. When it dumps that, it dumps the water out and you shrink. And yes, it's fun to see on the scale, and it is even fun to see in the mirror. So I did lose 2 inches around my hips during this week. So as you can see from that, probably some of that was probably water that I was storing. And, you know, I mean, I'm not back to where I started, but I'm definitely improving. So I'm going basically by my caloric deficit numbers. I'm guessing that I probably lost about 2 pounds of body fat though, based on my calorie deficit. Calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight. However, you can find that you can maintain a calorie deficit is how you should do to lose weight. For me, it turned out to be keto. At first, I thought it was magic. Turns out it's not magic. It's just really, really convenient. It works really well. Your hunger levels are way lower and it's just a lot more satiating, especially if you are doing that higher level of protein that I highly recommend and have recommended on my channel from day one. As what I've been doing is basically a kind of a version of a protein sparing modified fast without the intense lowering of fats. I'm kind of a mid-range fats. So you saw all of my macros as we went through the week, but about my average is somewhere in between 130, 140 for protein, under 30 net for carbs, and between 50 and 70 for fats. And that seemed to work really, really well for me. But here's the thing. I'm literally starving to death. The difference between doing this when I was almost 400 pounds and the difference of doing it now when I just don't have as much body fat to lose, it is dramatic. It is so much more difficult to feel satisfied at 1,300 calories. So I do not know if I'm going to push forward or not in the coming weeks. But whatever I do, I am going to go ahead and keep you guys apprised of what I'm eating. I'm thinking I may do kind of a reverse diet, just kind of play with my head a little bit. I don't need a reverse diet. Obviously, I went from over 3,000 calories to all of a sudden 1,300 calories, panicked my body. And I'm like, obviously, my metabolism hasn't had time to like adjust down or anything. I could go right back up to eating 2,200, probably just maintain where I'm at, and that would be pretty good. I don't think I'm in a mental headspace to do that yet. And I kind of want to see if I can lose a few more pounds because honestly, I am a lot happier when the scale is in the 170s. And it's kind of sucky that I was 178 on the day of surgery. The doctor removed 8.5 pounds of skin. So technically I should be 169, where I'm really comfortable at 169. And here I am at 190 something still at 11 weeks post. And that sucks. It's truly awesome. It's truly annoying. And honestly, I didn't expect that, and I'm kind of bummed out by it. I look amazing though, and I keep looking in the mirror and going, do you really care that much about what the scale says? Because girl, you look hot. And if you lose some weight, you're going to lose some other things and might start sagging. And do you really want that? I mean, I go back and forth to try and decide if I want to maintain a 190s. I just don't know if I do. So I might just raise up my calories just a little bit more so that it's not such an extreme deficit. I'd really like to do some kind of a cut for as long as possible, at least until maybe Halloween, and then through the holidays, just kind of do a calorie cycling kind of thing like I've done in the past. I don't know yet. So I'm just throwing it out there that I don't know what I'm going to do this week, but it did go well this week. I'm happy with my results. I can see my abs again because that is fun. Admittedly, when you go on keto, this is my first time going on full on keto long enough to really get rid of the water, and you saw the dramatic drop on the scale. So you know I had a major water weight whoosh. I'm pounding my electrolytes, and it is cool to see myself just and be able to really see my abs underneath and everything. That's pretty epic, I have to say. I kind of like it. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but the idea is to find a happy place where I can live, because I'm not going to live in weight loss mode for the rest of my life, and I can't live in overeating mode for the rest of my life because I don't need it. And just because my brain wants it doesn't mean that I need it. So I need to convince my brain that doesn't need it, which is harder than you might think. It feels almost like starting over again, which is crazy, but I do have my limits. I am not allowing that scale to go over 200 pounds. So you have to rein it in. And that's basically, I've learned that from Colin DeWay. Live your life in maintenance and you're never going to stay the same, and you're just going to kind of go up and up and up until you get uncomfortable, and then you got to do a quick cut, get rid of it, and then go back to living your life. And that is my goal for the coming few weeks. So I will be having an update for you guys on my scar. I'm going to be doing a 3-month update. I'm going to be going to see the doctor again. I haven't seen him in a really long time. I go to see him in a few days and getting my actual official after pictures taken. I've got a lot of things to share with you guys. So watch for an update video on my scar, of course, coming up. But for this, we're just going with the cut, and I'm going to give you these little weekly fill-in update kind of dealies, and we'll call that the next thing we're doing, I guess. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to check out the links in the About section for all the awesome things you can do to help the channel, and of course, what I can do to help you. I have a Facebook group for weight loss where I teach how to do this protein priority thing, and it's totally free. So if you want to join us over there, link is in the About section below. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you all again soon.